What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink.
Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? I am back. It is me. I am L Teddy 27. We're back for another review. This is going to be our review for Put a Ring on It. It is season 1. It is episode 10. It is the season finale. It is entitled Final Decisions. Now, we done been through this whole long journey. We done been here for the whole ride. We had the end. I can't say we'll get there. Y'all see this eye roll already starting. Anyway, we start off at the big house with Dr. Nicole. She's telling them, listen, y'all know if we at the end of this journey. Now, if y'all make a decision, I'm going to send y'all on 2 assignments this week. Men, I'm going to send y'all to a jewelry shop to go look at rings, price rings, shop for rings, do whatever you want. Ladies, I'm going to send y'all to a dress shop so y'all can go look at dresses, try them on, pick them out, do whatever you do so y'all can get that experience of seeing what it feels like, this, that, and the third. So, we did see Ashley and Hollywood at their house, and I still don't like the dynamics here. I still don't like. It's so weird because at the beginning of the season, I was more on Ashley's side as opposed to Hollywood's side, and now at the end of the season, it has completely flipped for me. I just feel like Ashley is refusing to let go of the past, and I feel like that's going to forever be baggage on the relationship. And at this point, because I feel like she doesn't want to let it go, she needs to let him go, or he needs to let her go. And I think Hollywood is so in love with Ashley, he can't or doesn't want to. You know how somebody says, I want you to be in my life forever, but that has to be a mutual thing. And I think it is on Hollywood's side. Hollywood is willing to let go of everything, be with this woman for the rest of his life. I think Ashley, not so much. I really don't feel like at this point she can let go of the past things where she can really be with him for the rest of her life. That's just how I see it. I mean, he's doing what he's done before. He's apologizing over and over and over, being remorseful, saying, I'm sorry, let's move forward. She ain't trying to hear it, she ain't trying to receive it, she's still holding on to old things. And even though she says, I'm glad you apologize, you apologize and so forth, I don't know if she's truly receiving that apology and willing to move forward and go on. Whatever. We did see the guys go out shopping or whatever. Not a whole lot when they went out shopping. I found it interesting, the ring that Vince said he was going to get for Tamika, because he said Tamika's likes pearls, and instead of having the diamond in the middle, it was the pearl in the middle with the diamonds around. That was interesting. Different. It wasn't ugly. It was just different. I was like, oh, okay. We did see Ashley have a one-on-one sit-down private session with Dr. Nicole. And Dr. Nicole was like, listen, you need to make a decision, sweetheart. You got this Kwame situation going on. You don't know what you want to do with Hollywood. She said, do you know what is that going to be like if you're not with Hollywood anymore? And basically, I felt like what she was saying is you need to make a decision. You need to stick with it. But you need to also understand that there is going to be an aftermath. There is going to be what you're going to have to deal with after whatever decision you make. If you decide to stay with him, there's an aftermath to that. If you decide to leave him, there's an aftermath to that. And you need to be ready to face up to that and live with that. Vince then goes fishing with Tamika's dad. And, they talk it out and so forth. He asks for Tamika's hand in marriage. Dad says, okay. Ashley then goes on a date with Kwame. And she basically tells Kwame, listen, it's been a good ride, but this is too close for comfort. I'm in a real relationship, and we got to stop, because the more I keep playing around with you, the more it's going to be a problem. Be a problem. It already is a problem. But that's a whole different... You've been playing way too many games, and you could see she was having some real tough times trying to break it off with Kwame. But she broke it off. She said, yeah, we can't keep doing that. He was like, well, should I pursue you? She was like, no, you shouldn't pursue me. I'm glad she finally got that done, because she was getting out of order. She was way out of order. Michael had a one-on-one private session there with Dr. Nicole. And she gave him some good advice. She told him, stop focusing on what you don't want. Like you're so focused on what you don't want in your marriage and what you don't want to see and how you don't want it to go. And you're putting too much energy in what you don't want instead of the energy into what you do want. So focus more on what you do want in your marriage and with your mate and so forth. And that was very good advice. I like that. The ladies then go and try on dresses or whatnot, and all of them looked good. I really like that dress that Tamika had picked out. She really looked really good. I mean, even though Shay's dress was cute, it was something about the parts that was supposed to be like the nude part. I wanted to, I wanted it maybe to match her skin more, so it actually looked nude instead of it looking like, whatever kind of material that is, that was supposed to match her skin. So I don't know. Um, I also like Ashley's dress, how the train came off or whatnot. So then Tamika and Vance, they had this picnic and it was beautiful. I was like, this is a really nice picnic. Not dawning in my head the whole time. He ended up popping a question because they had this cute little prayer at the end and they prayed, Tamika and Vince, and it was real cute. I mean, it was a very beautiful picnic. They had like it was yellow flowers and stuff everywhere. They had glasses, and they talked about this whole journey. And then he got up and popped a question, and she was crying, and he was crying, and she said yes, and the families came, his family and her family, and so forth. So that was real. It was the proposal actually was very beautiful. When he proposed to her, it was very beautiful. But let's just be clear. I have every reason to believe it probably wasn't 72 hours after that whole proposal. They probably was arguing again. Child, that I don't know. There's a lot of toxicity within their relationship. When they get angry at each other, they start to say some stuff. You can tell that really cuts the other person. And I just don't know. I just don't know. But in my life, in my marriage, Vince decided to put a ring on him. We then get to Michael and Shay. Michael proposed to Shay. My whole time, I'm thinking, I hope you bastards have Dr. Nicole on speed dial for the entirety of this marriage. Please have Dr. Nicole on speed dial, because y'all gonna need her. Now, my other thing was, y'all had Shay's whole family there. And that sent off red flags to me. Because where's your family, Michael? More importantly, where's your son, who you are wanting to bring into this family? It just seems like Michael was afraid of losing Shay because she's a beautiful girl. Shay probably and him probably have good chemistry, but I feel like he's always acquiescing to whatever Shay wants. And so even in this proposal, I felt like having his son there and having this moment where there was this ceremony is okay, we really are uniting. Yeah, your family is here, but my son is right here with me. And please understand, he's not going nowhere. Like I just didn't like the way that looked. You know, the optics of that was not good. And I foresee a lot of issues with that. Then we saw Hollywood. Ashley went out on their date. He he proposed. Then she said, "Oh, I was really second guessing whether or not I was going to say yes, even while after he had already asked the question." Then she said yes to the potential. What? What does that mean? I wasn't here for that. I was just like, listen, this is what I'm surmising about Ashley. Ashley is really hurt inside, and she admitted so about Hollywood and how he made her feel after the first proposal. And there's a lot of pain and hurt that she's starting to deal with, but really hasn't unpacked. My thing is, I think Ashley wants Hollywood to outwardly show the same kind of hurt and pain that she had inside. And I think Hollywood genuinely did have a lot of hurt and pain after their situation before. but it may not have been something that he showed outwardly, or maybe he was able to deal with that in a manner that wasn't as out there, and maybe he was able to bounce back quicker than she perhaps is able to bounce back. And I think that she's wanting to hold on to that, because she was like, listen, I'm over here hurting, and you over here to bounce back and everything is peachy and cool for you, and I need you to be over here hurting like me. And I just kind of can't shake that feeling. And so even though she said yes, I don't know that they're going to end up getting married. I don't know if Tamika and Vince are going to end up getting married. I could see Shay and Michael end up getting married, because Michael is going to be stupid. But I don't know about Tamika and Vince. I definitely don't know about Hollywood and Shay. I think that those two couples did it because that's what the premise of the show was. So you do it, and if the show helped pay for the rings, that's probably why they did it as well. But I don't know. That was the whole show. That was the whole season. I really enjoyed the show. They are going to have a reunion. I really enjoyed Dr. Nicole, and with Yana announcing she's not continuing her show, I'd love to see Dr. Nicole fill that spot where there's a show similar to Ayana Gets My Life, but instead it's with Dr. Nicole, who's an actual, psychologist. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Ayana Van Zandt is not. So I would love to see that. I wonder if they're going to have another season of this. Who knows? But it was a great ride. I'm curious. They showed snippets of what's about to happen in the reunion. It looked like it's about to be a lot. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Until then, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.